Hello, ladies. Welcome in. Let me know that you can see me and hear me. And we are talking about learning to mind our own business today. And I seriously consider this the secret sauce to life. So that's what we're talking about. How is everyone? Let me know in the chat. Also want to quickly mention that my once a year 22% off holiday and birthday code is here, and today is the last day. So I'm putting that in the chat for you. It's also in the description. And that is Rich Babe will get you 22% off. So this is an essential skill. And if you were raised by immigrant parents, then you got a very conflicting picture of this. Let me know in the chat if you were raised by immigrant parents and you are first, that would make you first generation American. So maybe others of you have experienced this too. So when it came to other people, like at school or at work, my parents were all like, mind your own business, look the other way, right? But when it came to commingling with their siblings and with their own parents and with their own drama, they were all in each other's business. So I got very like conflicting messages on this because I learned, okay, well, when it comes to other people from the outside, you just mind your own business, you look the other way. But once it comes to your own family, they are all in your business. And so I had to learn boundaries and minding my own business in a whole different way on my own. Anyone else can relate to this? So it was like they had it right on some level, but not exactly. There was a lot of codependency when it came to family relationships. Okay. So let me know if this is something that you resonate with. Learning to mind your own business goes hand in hand with staying in your own lane, moving in silence, being unbothered, and allowing people the free will to do as they need to do. And this is such an essential life skill. I think if you're only going to teach your kids one thing, teach them this. Oh my God, yes, boundaries don't exist when you're brown. And I'm feeling the effects now as a married woman. Yeah, it's like when you were at school, then it was like, mind your own business, they would teach you, right? But when it came to their own family, there was no own business. It was like their business was your business. African Americans, same but different than white America. Yes, I'm a projector big time. I'm learning to chill. Asians can be nosy. Yes, they can. Very nosy. My parents and I are immigrants, lots of codependency, especially the first few years. Yep. And on some level, we can have compassion for that because they needed each other to survive. Like codependency is fight or flight, isn't it? Think about it. It's so, I'm being chased by a lion, watch my back. So on some level, on the other side of it, I can have compassion for it. I can have empathy for it. I'm over it. So it's easy to have compassion for it. But when you're in it, I mean, it's the crabs in the bucket sort of thing, because people don't want you to get too far ahead of them because they feel like that threatens their survival. Okay, yep, you are asked to play many roles for the family. Thank you, No Name. Thank you for the sticker. I appreciate you. The law of allowing, yes. Okay, so staying in your own lane, learning to mind your own business. What I've learned on the other end is that you'd be surprised how quickly people level up when you are not trying to pull them along. When you let them be, it's enabling. When you're trying to do for them what they should be doing for themselves, you're enabling them. And that's what I can now honestly tell you on the other end, that it is for the best that you mind your own business. You learn to say things like, I'm very sorry you're going through that, but one thing I know about you is that you always pull through, and then mind your own business. It's amazing my family's evolution the past 15 years. We were in survival mode. I agree, many roles were switched, reversed, kids and parents. Yep. And I think one of the best questions you can ask yourself is, what is the role that I'm playing in this dynamic? And choose one, maximum two roles. Because think of it, it's really poverty consciousness. When you have to be someone's parent, their child, their friend, their doctor, their plastic surgeon, their motivational speaker, their Tony Robbins, their shoemaker, their seamstress, their jewelry advisor, their tough love person. It's too many roles. But it reminds me of poverty consciousness when, you remember, was it Mad TV or Saturday Night like skit where it was that one guy that had like every role. He had every job. Like he was the judge, he was the defender, he was the whatever. Like, you guys remember what I'm talking about? It was either Saturday Night Live or Mad TV. I can't remember which one. So it's kind of like that. It's poverty consciousness because you're trying to fill too many roles and you're good at none of them. So what is your role? If you can ask that question in any dynamic, you will immediately put yourself back in your place and let the other person be. I feel more at peace just minding my business, more time for me to work on myself. Exactly. And you actually inspire more people that way anyways, because they need to be doing the same. I think when we are in the habit of making other people's business our business and other people's drama our drama and other people's problems our problems, we're avoiding our own level up. We're avoiding our own issues. Mad TV, the Jamaican family. Yeah, Mad TV was my favorite. I know some people like Saturday Night Live, but I preferred Mad TV. It was so good. Yeah, it's like, he was an immigrant, right? They come to the United States and they literally are like working 5 jobs to get ahead. Well, we don't need to be doing that anymore, especially not in our relationships. We don't need to be working 10 roles in the dynamic. Mad TV gave me life. Jack of all trades, master of none. Yes, I used to love Mad TV. That was my, yep. Okay, so just ask yourself, what is my one role or 2 max? Okay, like in my children's role, in my children's dynamic, I am their mother and their friend. That is it. I'm not trying to be their doctor. I'm not trying to be anything else because it's too much for them. It's like they need to know what to come to me for and what they need to figure out on their own, because that's a learning process. That is very, very important for everyone. For your parents, I see this all the time in grown parents with grown people with elderly parents trying to be like 8 things to their parents, and their parents don't want it. They don't want it. Like, I totally understand having to care for elderly parents and illness and all that, but you still need to stay in your own lane because you are not qualified to be their nurse unless you are actually a nurse. You're not qualified to be their pharmacist unless you're actually a pharmacist. So you need to know what it is for you. What's the dynamic that I'm running here and playing here? And then keep yourself out of everything else. Thank you. I love you too. I call it staying on my own paper. Whatever you need to call it, you stay within your own lines. Light bulb moment. This applies in my business as well. I play too many roles, but find it very difficult to delegate. Poverty consciousness. Yes, exactly, Erin. Exactly. The light bulb for me was a similar one when I realized that as a life coach, I don't have to be their therapist. I don't have to be their friend. I don't have to be their partner. Like, I'm their life coach. Like, I stay in my own lane and I refer out people that need therapy. You know what I mean? Like, I used to do this too, because we're so used to trying to fulfill all these roles. And then we dig ourselves a grave, because I see this in relationship coaching where women are wanting their partners to provide and get their guys to do all the stuff, but they won't let them because they themselves are in their poverty consciousness of trying to be You know, you have to understand, men don't worship peasants, they worship goddesses. So if you're in that, well, I'll just do this myself and I'll just patch this up and I'll just do it because you don't do it right, you'll be like, okay. My mom used to say that, don't open an academy. My mom used to say that all the time. Okay. What do you do when it feels selfish to stay in your own lane? I was hoping someone would ask this because I have a story to share on this. When we think we're being selfish, we're actually being selfless. So when my mom got diagnosed with cancer, she was very, very concerned and worried about my younger two siblings. She wasn't worried about me. Okay. And she happened to share it once with me. She said, I never have to worry about you because you're too selfish. You'll be fine. So a dying mother had peace that she would never have to worry about me because she's like, you're too selfish. You'll be fine. So this woman, when she was on life support, like right moments before she was put on life support, my mom, she was trying to say things and it was very incoherent and we couldn't understand. And she was trying to write things and we couldn't understand. She kept writing my siblings' names because she, like, her last breath was such concern for their well-being. Like what would happen with them, right? It wasn't for me. So you're welcome, Mom. Okay. So do you see how this works? My children, right? I see adult children worried about their parents all the time. My children won't have to worry about me because mama stays in her own lane. She takes care of herself. So I allow two generations that could potentially worry about me, my mom and my dad, and my children, complete peace. I've let them off the hook. So if that's selfish, sign me up. Because my ancestors and my descendants do not need to worry about me. Okay, I was one last thing on her mind to worry about before she went on life support and then was gone. So I consider that a gift to humanity. You will not have to worry about me. I got me. Okay, you don't have to worry about providing for me. I don't need to be put on government assistance. And nothing's wrong with that. If you need it, go get it. But I don't need those things because I'm selfish. I mind my own business. I worry about my own bank account and filling that all up first before I try to help anyone else, right? I save my own ship first before I try saving other people because two drowning people don't equal one healthy person. So, yep, I wish more people were selfish, especially more parents. I work with clients all day long that are drowning in worry, trying to take care of their own marriages and their own children while their adult parents, aging parents, won't go to the doctor, won't take their medication, are constantly calling on them because they are being irresponsible. I wish those parents were selfish and took care of themselves so their children can mind their own business too. Okay? Because minding your own business, what does that mean? Taking care of yourself so you don't become dependent on other people. Out of all my siblings, I'm the only one my parents don't have to worry about for this reason. It goes on both generations, right? If you are you and you're selfish, your parents don't have to worry about you and neither do your children. You are not a big drain on other people's time, emotional well-being, their energy, their financial resources, their relationships. We all need to be selfish because selfish means taking care of yourself and getting all of your ducks binded so you are not depending on someone else. Not playing multiple roles is biblical. Jesus says you can't serve two masters because you will love one and hate the other, Matthew 6:24. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. There you go. Religion agrees. And one thing I've learned is that if one religion agrees, they all agree because they're all saying the same thing. Yep, tried to save my brother when drowning and had to be saved by a stranger because I couldn't swim either. There you go. And actually, when you're drowning and you're trying to save other people, you accidentally end up using that as a life raft. Do you know that? I know this because I used to be deathly afraid of water. I learned how to swim. That was like, I'm going to die trying kind of thing. I finally learned how to swim after 3 coaches quit on me. But I realized that when I would be in that state of panic and drowning, I would grab onto any other human being to see if I can keep myself afloat without realizing it. So drowning people are dangerous. So save yourself first. So we need to change our perspective on the word selfish. Yeah. Yes, you do. I wish more parents were selfish so that their children can live in peace. I see elderly parents being like completely draining on their children by not even like refusing to go to the doctor when they really need to, and then calling their children in the middle of the night, ruining their marriages. That's being stubborn. Be selfish instead. I wish my parents were more selfish. They worry about my brother who has been going through issues, wish they would let him be. When you let people be, look at it this way. My mother was financially and emotionally supporting at least 20 relatives. Okay. She's dead. They're all alive and doing well. Actually, they're doing better than when she was alive. Guess someone didn't get the selfish memo. My mother. She didn't get that memo. Okay. So yeah, I think it's being selfish is an act of love. Thank you, Patty. Mina, can you explain what each roles are supposed to be doing? No, because that's on you. You decide. Now we're just creating more dogma. If I tell you you're supposed to be doing this here, and then you're supposed to be, no, you get to decide based on the emotional intelligence of the other person and what you're looking for in that dynamic. What if I tell you this is what you're supposed to be doing with your sister, but your sister's toxic and you don't want to be with her? Now you're stuck because Mina said you have to do this. It depends on what you want to do and the dynamic of that relationship, and let it evolve. My relationship with a lot of people in my life has evolved in the last 10 years. And my relationship with my children evolves almost every year because they're different. I feel like I'm raising completely 3 different people every year. They change so much. Okay. So you need to sit down. Don't outsource these important things. Okay. You need to sit down and figure out what your relationship is going to be in your romantic partnership, what it's going to look like with your children, how that's going to evolve when your children are no longer your children, how it's going to be with your siblings, with each of your siblings, depending on their emotional dynamic with you. You need to sit down and know, because if you don't know, you're just winging it. And that is going to be a recipe for disaster, especially as you do your inner work and level up, because you're going to see some stuff. People are going to reveal some stuff about themselves to you as you level up. Yes, my brother was drowning, kept pushing me under as he scrambled to reach the surface. Drowning people are dangerous. They don't need to be saving anyone else. Okay. So these kind of things, reframe them. I talk about this in the Basic Babe Bundle, right? There is the only point of beliefs is this useful or not to me right now? Is this useful? When you ask yourself that question, you get rid of the useless beliefs that you have, right? My son says he's got a saying. What does he say? I'm blanking on it right now. But yeah, filter each belief system with, is this useful in this dynamic right now, currently in my life? Okay. What do you do when you mind your own business, but people start trying to get in your business or sabotage you from afar? They're not sabotaging you, you're sabotaging you. No one's sabotaging me from far away. My doors are locked. I call 911. Okay. anyone, whatever they're doing or thinking out there, that's none of my business. So you are not minding your own business if you know what they're doing from far away. Okay. If they're entering your house, call 911. Okay. If they're entering your place of business, get a restraining order. So you see how this works? Okay. You are still in their heads trying to figure out how they're sabotaging you from far away. Therefore, you are sabotaging yourself. How do you even know they're sabotaging you if they're from far away? You are allowing it. No one can sabotage you without your permission unless they're committing a crime, in which case involve the authorities. Mina, you're so wise and embodied and truly understand your purpose. I'm so grateful for you, age 27. Well, thank you, age 27. That's such a ripe age to be learning this stuff, isn't it? Thank you, Ursula. Okay. So refer people out to therapy. Let them know that they will figure it out. Be the rah-rah, like, yeah, you got this, and then move on and stay in your own lane. I got here by minding my own business. And when I didn't, trust me, I've been in that situation too. When I wasn't minding my own business, people were coming in my business. They were trying to mingle with my kids inappropriately, put things in my husband's ear because I had opened up my door. Now I'm very much guarded. I have a fence, an energetic energy protection around my life, around my family, around my house, and I don't let people in easily. I don't, because they need to go mind their own business and take care of themselves. If you want to come in and give me advice, then you need to be 10 levels ahead of me, and there aren't very many people like that in my life. They're hard to find. Okay, so you go work on yourself, and when you're 10 levels ahead, then you come back, girl, and you give me advice, and I will be all ears. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to be doing. Okay. Minding other people's business is so draining. I've stopped that for some time now, saving my energy for my life. When you free up that kind of life force energy, you realize too that your manifestations were always just a little bit energy short. And when you have that kind of energy, you notice they start coming in a lot faster. That is why, because you were deflecting, you were trying to, like, I would call this a container issue. They're trying to mingle in other people's problems when your manifestations are right there and knocking. But you can't hear them because you're next door minding their business. I started my own business a year ago and I still haven't made it many profit. What do I need to work on to finally start getting sales? I would say start with the Millionaire's Play Shop. And then there's money container work in there. This is an energetic thing. There's a belief that you have, you're not worthy of money, or money is dangerous, or fame is dangerous. There's something playing underneath the surface. Okay. How to handle family members sharing lies about me and gossiping. Mind your own business. That's not your business. They're sharing lies about an image that they have of someone, but that's not you. Because if you're doing your inner work, you should be shedding that skin and reawakening every single day. So I had that happen in my life, and that version of me died because I do inner work every single day. They're not talking about this version. And if they are, they're probably bringing me clients, because by the time someone shows up in my world, they don't care what someone else is saying. They're just like, oh, wow, we need to be listening to this. So everyone has a different version of their own world and their own movie and their own reality. They are talking about a character. Are they talking about you? If they are still talking about you tomorrow, that means you're not doing your inner work. If you are doing your inner work, they're talking about that old version of you. They are not talking about you. Okay, be so happy so in love and so rich that you don't even hang out at the same places as those people. Okay. And you just enjoy your life there. You can't have room in, like, you think in my life, I have room for gossip. I had to turn down 3 birthday parties that Louis Vuitton and Tiffany's, a couple other places wanted to throw for me because I am so blessed with family that loves me, friends that love me, all kinds of vendors that want to do stuff for me. You think I have time to go check up on what that person is saying? No. So level up out of their lives. They shouldn't even be able to recognize you. Oops, I missed a couple of super chats. Let me see. If you can still hear them, you haven't leveled up. Thank you, Healing Life, for the super chat. She said, it's like when Jesus says, why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but fail to notice the beam in your own eye? Yep. Yep. Exactly. Queen, thank you. She said, Mina, I'm married a year and a half, 2 kids. How to approach hubby to involve me in all finance accounts with login info? Already asked him twice. Ask him as if you need, like, he's so amazing at finances and you need help. Ask him as if, like, teach me. Masculine men love teaching. They love advising. They love coaching. That's masculine part of us, right? So say I've noticed that I'm not very good at finances and I would love your expertise on this. Teach me. That's how to do it. That's how I did it. Thank you, Kay. You're such a strong woman, yet classy and feminine. You're my hero. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you. Okay, so keep doing that inner work. Outgrow these people. My mom used to say this to me when I was going through a hard time and I had all my relatives talking about me. I mean, people I was sending money to and my mom was sending money to suddenly felt like they could talk about us, right? And so through my divorce and all of that stuff, and my mom used to say, get so high up there that these people have to make an appointment to come see you. So I went up to my mom even. I said, okay, well, I'm going to level up so much that they have to pay. Forget appointment, you have to pay to come see me. Okay. So that's where, and it took me a while, but I did it. At this point, if anyone wants to come see me, they would have to go through my assistant, pay a couple $1,000s an hour, and then we decide if we have an open spot or not. That's how you do it. You think I'm over there trying to listen into what they're saying about me? No. Some people want to be fans. Let them. Celebrities get talked about all the time. Do you think they sit around being worried about who's talking what about them? Or they're busy laughing all the way to the bank? I believe it was Paris Hilton that said, yes, I'm laughing all the way to the bank. That's what you need to be doing. How to deal with in-laws and relatives constantly pushing you to have kids. We as a couple don't want children as of now, and we have communicated the same to them, but they never stop. Then shield yourself, guard yourself. Let them say it and throw little sexy glances at your husband. Working on it. Make it almost a little bit inappropriate. Because I know that you're from the same culture as me, so I can say this because that would be grossly inappropriate in our culture. Yeah, be a little bit inappropriate with it. Say, he started giggling, looking at your husband, like start giggling and stuff. Have fun with it. Nothing should ever come in between you and your fun. So whatever is being thrown at you, use it as ingredients for your fun. Someone's making fun of you, monetize it. Someone's talking blah, blah, monetize it. Someone's saying something, make it into a sexual thing, enjoy it. Make it orgasmic. Every single thing is there to give you a little chuckle or put money in your bank. Okay. Mina, I started doing the inner work, putting my energy inwards. Females started opening doors for me and letting me go ahead of them and smiling. Beautiful. The world is responding positively. Stop overthinking it now. Okay. Some of you guys start shifting things and then you get in your head about it. Just enjoy. Are you having fun? Good. You're on the right track. Is more money coming towards you? Great. You're on the right track. Are people noticing you and responding you differently? Awesome. You're on the right track. Stop going in your head and psychoanalyzing everything. Exactly. And also you will see that you no longer have negative things to say about others because you're minding your own business. Exactly. You know, it's very hard to be counting money and talking about someone at the same time, or having romance with your husband and talking about someone at the same time, or playing a fun game with your kids and talk. It's hard. So go and do the things you need to be doing to live a fabulous life, and you will outsource and deselect everyone else. They are addicted to drama. They will go find other places. You won't be cocaine enough for them. Well, maybe you will. They will be watching you from far away because they can't get enough of you, but they can't come in your inner circle because you're hanging out at places they're not allowed to enter yet because they haven't done their inner work. They are not at that vibration. Okay. Not to teach, just to involve me in the accounts. Yes, so if you want to be involved in the accounts, first get in by saying that. Because a lot of men, if they feel like you're not savvy enough financially or literate enough, or they don't trust you enough, they're not going to just add you to every account. So my first advice still holds true. Just listen to this advice, because right now you have this thing of like just wanting to get on the accounts. Hold up a second. Okay, get really emotionally intelligent for a minute and say, how can I get it where the overall dynamic changes? Okay, it's not just a power struggle of getting in on the accounts. Okay, learn to get on the, like, let him teach you. Oh, okay, this is how you do this. Oh, okay. Show him that you guys are on the same page. Start creating that couple bubble around finances, and then you get on the same accounts. They will volunteer it at that point, but you have to go in slowly. A lot of women, they're like rushing to the stuff and they're not ready for it. You haven't shown that you have the container for it. I wouldn't just add my children to all my accounts unless I felt like they were ready. We were on the same vibe, right? So go in slow it down, always slow it down whenever you're unsure. Okay. Sometimes we have this story or this power struggle, or like, why isn't doing, there's always a reason. The minute that I started learning, like Irfan had added me to his like main bank accounts and like giving me credit cards and all that to, you know, spend money and whatever. But there were certain things that he hadn't added me to because I didn't know how to manage them. Why would he? Right. So when I started going to him and saying, hey, I don't come from a family that was financially literate. You guys, you know that, we're very high income producers, but like I never learned stocks. I never learned, teach me. I love that you're so good at it. He started teaching me. Within a few months, he's like, well, here's an Excel spreadsheet that I made for you with all of our accounts. Okay, now that you're ready. And I'm adding you to this and this and this. And then I'm on everything now because now I know how to handle it. Thank God he didn't add me before. I didn't know how to handle it. Thank you, Mariana, for the super chat. I think it's a sticker. Thank you. I appreciate that. How do you, or can a woman recover from a bad reputation and past? Easy. Level up, do your inner work, stop caring, mind your own business. You won't be exciting enough because you're not entangled with that stuff anymore, and then they'll find someone else. Everyone's too distracted these days. Okay, people are busy with their own lives. No one cares for long unless you care and you're keeping that thing energetically alive. No one has time. Look at, like, we used to have Like, just look at the evolution of even social media. Now we're getting to like shorter and shorter and shorter videos. I mean, my channel is different. You guys are into inner work. You want long videos from me, but like, look at TikTok has replaced, like shorter videos, shorter content, shorter stories. People don't have attention spans. People forget, but you need to forget first. Don't keep things energetically alive. Evolve so fast that they will feel stupid if they're talking about something from the 1990 and you've quantum leap into like the year 3000. Okay. I remember when I started like doing inner work and quantum leaping, people in my life would show up and be like, well, remember when you used to have anxiety? And I used to be like, yeah, in 99. Are you still there? Okay. Like make them feel stupid because they're still 20 years ago and you're here. Hi, Queen. Yeah, lose interest in your past. I love it. Yes, that's it. When you lose interest, so does everyone else. Become someone else. Become a different version. When you're really busy leveling up, you don't even have time for this kind of nonsense, really. You can't be counting money and talking about people at the same time, period. Yeah, you're too busy. You're too busy. You and your husband are actual couple goals. Thank you, babe. Did you guys see that live that we recently did? Remember, my mom says that to me, remember. Yeah, when people say remember, I check out. I'm already like thinking about what shoes I'm going to wear tomorrow. So I just let them talk and then just master the, just do that. And like plan out your meal, plan out your outfit. Like I can't remember. Because I'm here right now. I'm not trying to go back into remember. You said in a video, God's sending you a clip of a movie trailer of your desire you like. This totally changed my mind and my life. I start watching the evidence of my desires coming near me. Amazing. Beautiful. Yes, that's the way to do it. That's minding your own business, isn't it? How do I know the goals I have now will service me in the future? Or goals I have? I don't know. I can't help you with that because I don't worry about that kind of stuff. I let God do the heavy lifting in my life. I worry about the preview that God's showing me now and what do I need to be aligning to right now. So when I started my YouTube channel 12 years ago, I didn't know that this is what would become of this. But I knew that if God put the desire that that's what I need to be doing. So I'm not the best person to ask about that kind of stuff because I literally do not worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Like I'm like, okay, what's the preview God's showing me now? And then I do that thing. I'm a very much stay in your own lane, mind your own business, put your blinders on, can't see anything else. This is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Oh, I hate that you remember when you were, Amber, what I've noticed is the people that do that tend to be people that are still the same after like a decade. Like, and I don't blame them. And like, I almost have compassion for it when you think of it this way. The fact that they're still 10 years ago and you've quantum leaped, you're literally on two different paradigms. You are literally on two different paradigms. So they're still talking about the 90s and you are like way in the future. It's like they're just stuck there and you've time traveled into the future. So all they can say when they see you is remember. No, we're here now. I can't. Mina, this theme keeps showing up. Stop seeking and needing validation. It seems to have layers and I'm being called into even deeper freedom. This level kind of hurts to shed, but girl, everything you desire is on the other end, like they say. The past is simply a memory of old emotions that doesn't exist. So if someone tries to go back, they're going back to nothing. Exactly. And I now do have compassion because most people are stuck in nothing in the past. and they try to remind you to bring you down. But if you can hold that pose, they're not going to be, and then they will deselect themselves a lot of times, or you learn to just zone out when they say remember. That's usually I've hypnotized myself to literally zone out when someone says, remember when. Yeah, some people who do that just want to bring you down by bringing up embarrassing things from the past. Yeah, I had a lot of those people. This was like in the middle of my inner work journey. Like I had gone through the deepest stuff, the most traumatic, but I was in the middle where it's like it's switched, but like I'm not completely holding that. Like the muscle memory is still there. And they would bring up remember, and I would get triggered by that. And then I had to keep holding that pose. And they eventually stopped because it became much clearer for them that every time they were saying remember and taking me back, they were still at that same place. So they stopped doing it. Do you see what I mean? So for example, if someone reminds me in the middle of my journey that 3 years ago, I had anxiety and I was in this and this in place. Okay. And if I'm so far beyond that now that that person almost seems like another person, and I'm not triggered by that, in that split second, they will remember that their life is exactly the same, if not worse, and I'm in a completely different place. So I would see that literally come on, like that face of like, let's try to bring her down. Oh, she's not coming down. Oh shit, she's changed. I'm exactly in the same place. And then they would stop. So that's what became of that. Now they don't, because it's just an ugly reminder that they haven't changed at all. And I have to be reminded. Is that crazy? So stay in your lane and mind your own business. What do you do when you cut off a family member who was unappreciative of your help? Then other family members shame and disagree with your decision to cut ties. I keep doing what I'm doing, loving my husband, spending time with my kids. That's happened to me like 20 times in my life. And now I don't even know where any of those people are, to be honest. Because like I said, when you level up a lot, you live in places, shop at places, eat at places that are so different that you don't even see most of these people. So I am a stay in my own lane, mind my own business kind of person. Because every moment I spend thinking about someone else, I just lost emotional currency. I lost vibrational currency. And you guys know I manifested my entire life, my husband, my children, my house, money, my business, my health. So I feel like it's too expensive to waste vibrational currency at that point. It's too expensive. They haven't paid me. My hourly rate right now is $1,800 an hour. They haven't paid me to be thinking about them. You know that when you hire a lawyer or anyone that's like really at providing a high-end service, if they think about you or they like think about your case, they bill you. You know that, right? Well, I don't have their credit card on file. So if I'm thinking about them, who's paying me? Do you see how that works? Okay, I'm providing a high-end service. My vibration is super high-end. You guys have seen the testimonials from my work. So if I'm thinking about someone, they need to have their credit card on file. So do your relatives have a credit card with you that you can bill them when you're thinking about them? Okay, if not, you need to stop thinking about them. You need to be thinking about people that you can actually bill. If you want to become wealthy and happy and have peace in your life, only think about things that you actually get compensation from. How do you do that with close relatives, parents and in-laws? Well, my in-laws are amazing. They don't do that kind of nonsense. My parents are dead. Okay. And the other relatives, like I deal with them on a needed basis and I mind my own business. I don't share my personal stuff. If they mingle in my business, I ignore and I keep it moving. I put them in the category of, oh, they're just fans. And I keep living my life. And when my husband sees that someone's overstepping their boundaries, then he steps in. And now I've got a 6'2", very angry man looking out for my behalf, so I don't have to worry about anything. All of this from working on myself. Okay. Mind your own business. Yep. I'm able to deal with all kinds of parents. My parents are gone, but all kinds of people. If they're gossiping, hi, how are you? Move on. Too expensive to waste vibrational currency here. You know, you can talk to people. My phone is forever on do not disturb. I call people back that I want to call back. Okay. I can't be reached via text messaging. If you want to see me, you have to be in my inner circle or you have to go through my assistant. Okay. That's the life that I wanted. So I've set that up through my inner work. Okay. Yes, it was a process. Yes, sometimes it wasn't easy. Yes, sometimes I got dragged into other people's drama, but that's on me. That's on me. Okay. If you want to see me, you can watch my YouTube channel just like everyone else. Okay. That's what you need to get to. You need to be able to, like, you can't control your thoughts. That's what it is. You can't control your energy. So you blame other people. You think if I can just get them to shut up, but they won't. That's what people do. They're extras in your life trying to get you to level up. Love this. No credit card on file to bill them for thinking about them. Yes. Yeah. If any of you guys have ever hired an attorney or any of these kind of high-end services, you know they'd be billing you when they're thinking about you. They call it working on your case. Okay. They will, bill their lunch and their dinner meeting because they were thinking about your case. That's how it works. I have to let go of everyone in my life except my husband. The last and most important person in my life I cling to, I'm letting go of trying to control him. Yep. And some of these people will be back in your life with a different dynamic when you've leveled up. I promise you. I'm able to interact with very cordial is the word, I think, people that used to trigger me and I used to trigger them, because I had to separate for a while, do my inner work. And now when I'm returning, the dynamic is completely different because I've changed. I can't be dragged out back into that realm because I'm not that person. Every cell in my body has changed, like epigenetics, right? Like I've literally evolved out of that. So I can't be taken back down there. Thank you, Ariza. Welcome back. Yes, the only time I come online is to watch your videos and then back to cultivating my life. Exactly. I'm not on any other social media. I come on social media. I don't even consider YouTube social media, but I come on YouTube. I teach. I get off. I mind my own business. Do you see how easy it is when you decide that it gets to be easy? It's us. It's us that goes and like mingles and like, are they saying anything bad about me? Are they doing this? Do they love me enough? Are they validating? You don't need any of that stuff. You don't. You can't cash in any of that stuff either. I think becoming a single mom was probably the best thing that happened to me because I realized that you can't cash in validation. Okay. You can't take people pleasing to the bank. You can't feed your child anyone's approval. Like you actually need cash for that stuff. And no, everyone's going to have an opinion, but no one's going to come give you cash. Okay, so you have to just let people go. Let them be. What if you're a highly sensitive person who can't help but feel really triggered by people? A highly sensitive person means PTSD. Google the sign. Okay, do this. Open up 2 tabs. Google empath, highly sensitive person, symptoms. Okay, then Google post-traumatic stress disorder. And then watch your jaw drop as you look at the symptoms and you realize you just need inner work. And then heal yourself and you no longer will be a highly sensitive person. I'm sensitive to energy and I stay away from people that I need to be staying away from. Okay, I'm sensitive to energy and I go where the energy of money is and the energy of love is. That's what that means. Yes, Vina, when you face hard times, it is clear if people are wasting your time and that doesn't pay the bills. Exactly. I used to go to my mom, how do I deal with so-and-so saying this? How do I deal with the blah, blah, blah? And she used to say, the only way to deal with people is to ask them for money and then they will run. Okay. And then they will change their phone number. And so that I made that my thing. Okay. Regardless of how much I was earning, whether I actually needed money from them or not, when people would come running their mouth, I would ask them either for babysitting services or money, and then they would run and I couldn't reach them. Suddenly they were like, fall off the face of the planet. That's how I got rid of people. Just ask them for money. And then I was left with 3 people that were actually giving me money or willing to babysit. So win-win. I remember you said you started asking the people who had so many opinions to babysit your son and they ran away. Yep. He was very hyperactive, very high energy. Okay. So I would either hand them my mortgage or my son and they stopped showing around. Some of them texted saying they had moved. So problem solved. So make life easy. Turn every situation that shows up as a sign that God's trying to deliver either money or love to you and use, or a laughter, a good laugh, and use it for your advantage. That's the only way to do it, girl. What do I teach on my money channel? Monetize everything. You are a woman. You are the goddess of alchemy. Literally monetize everything. Ladies, I just threw my Rich Babe code again. Just a reminder, last day today to get the 22% off. This only happens once a year. Natural consequences, there you go. Yep. Mina's drops of wisdom, the empaths and highly sensitive people are just people that need help healing. Yep, that used to be me. Okay, now do I seem like I'm so sensitive to people's whining or complaining or anything? No, because I know that you can't cash that in. When I was a single mom, I couldn't call my mortgage company and say, can I cash in this validation that I got from my, no, they wanted legal tender. They wanted money. So I decided that was what I was going to focus on. It was a big realization to me at the ripe age of 24 as a single mother that the only legal tender in the United States is actual money, not validation, okay, not opinions, not free advice, not criticism. They want money. Okay, so that's what you have to do. Okay. You have said not to ask advice when people don't ask. I stopped and now they're asking. There you go. Send them your PayPal.me link. Let them know your hourly charge. Congratulations, you now have a coaching business. Because now they're asking. Okay, and advice costs money. I registered to the Basic Babe bundle. Can't wait to start inner work. Congrats, babe. I'm happy. Your mom seems like she was a funny person. Ask them for money and they will run. That's hilarious and true. She had learned her lessons the hard way. So she was funny, but she was damn serious too. Like she was not joking about that. Do you have a confidant? Who do you go for advice? I go to people for advice who are at least 10 levels ahead of me in that thing. So closest to me that I ask for advice is my husband, my oldest son. Fashion advice, Alina. She will tell you what you need to be doing, right? Like fashion or like beauty advice that I'm unsure, do I look fat kind of questions? Alina will tell you the truth. Okay, that's my 7-year-old daughter. And for everything else, I typically consult my guides, angels, God. If I need to like legal advice, I will hire an attorney. Medical advice, I will go to the best medical professionals. But I don't just randomly ask people advice because people don't know what they're doing. They don't. So I'm not going to go ask random people. My money channel link is in the description box of this video. So if you scroll down, you will find it. Actually, it is not. It is on my main page. I'm looking for it right now and I can't find it. Just search for $1 Million Babes and you'll find it. I apologize. I thought I had put it in there. Let me show you where else you can find it. So this is my main YouTube page, right? If you go down, after a couple of playlists, it says Mina's Money and Vlogging channel, and you can click through, okay? I actually just posted a vlog yesterday on there. Love the title. My grandma always said, mind your own business and what other people think of you is none of your business. Exactly. See, elders know. They've been through some stuff and they know. They know. I think that people talk too much. Everyone has this form of verbal anxiety. And the more words you use and the more need you have to talk, the more you will, that's a clue for you that you need inner work. I've realized that, like, you guys see me on YouTube, so obviously I'm teaching and I'm talking right now. So you may not be aware of this, but in my real life, I use my nonverbal and my energy to communicate more than actual words. I actually can gauge people's level of inner work by how much information they think they need to give me before they even ask me a question, or how many messages they have to send me before they actually get to the actual thing they wanted to say. Like, you can gauge a lot about a person's level of inner work with how wordy they are and how much they need to reveal about themselves. That's how you know. I get about 10 to 20 interview / promotional / affiliate kind of offers a day. And I refuse. I mean, most of the time I don't even open them. They just get filtered out. The only people I work with is, you guys know, BetterHelp and Ombre Lab for gut health, and then my own business. But you'd be surprised at people will send you an hour-long video just to ask you one simple question at the end, but they have to tell you their whole life story. And my answer will always be no to that, because you are not showing me that you are a person that's emotionally controlled, like you have no emotional control, and you're revealing a lot about yourself. And so I can't work with you. Do you see? So if you have to say a million things just to get to that one, and then sometimes, here's the kicker. Sometimes someone will send you 20 messages thinking that they're asking you a question. There's no question. There's just a lot of story. And my question will be to them, what is your question? Oh, they haven't thought it through. This is how most people are living life. This is how most of you, unfortunately, are living life. You haven't thought this through. So homework assignment for everyone. Think this through. Learn to think what's the goal of this party that I'm going to? What is the outcome that I'm expecting or manifesting out of this dynamic? What is my intention for messaging this person? And get it down to like really like, okay, this is what it is. And life will become easier for you and more intentional. So if you have to tell someone your entire 40-year life story to ask them a question, girl, inner work, because you should just be able to ask them, right? But you haven't thought this through. You are revealing something. That's why in my paid programs that have live group coaching, when people show up and they're like, Mina, can I ask you a question? Sure. Well, my husband said, da, 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 and when I was a mom and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I will cut them off. You will hear that in the recording. And I will say, babe, what is your question? Because you have to train yourself to do this. Otherwise, you are very emotionally unintelligent and other people can sense this from you. You are leaving love, opportunities, and money on the table because of your lack of emotional control. Too much verbiage. Too much verbiage. Okay. I do not read text messages that are longer than 2 lines, because if you're sending me an essay, that's level 10 cray behavior to me, because that is someone that doesn't know how to use a medium for what it is. That would be it would be like trying to sing a song through an email. Okay, that's not what that email was created for. Okay, so these are signs that you are not minding your own business, staying in your own lane, thinking things through, putting enough space in between you and the other person. What is the intention here? What do I need to say? That's what you need to be doing. Stop calling me out. I just got out of my therapy session with BetterHelp. I signed up after you spoke so highly of them. Very excited about starting my inner work journey. Thank you for teaching us. Awesome, Eva. And you guys, for those of you guys that do want to sign up with BetterHelp, they do offer us 10% off their monthly packages. So I'm going to throw that link in the chat for you guys. It's always in my description box, that link on all of my videos. Great tip. I used to go to family gatherings wanting to be heard and seen by my family and leave feeling sad. See, you had an agenda. I realized that will never get that will never get that. My intention is just to enjoy my kids and the food. See, simple. She just nailed it. That's it. So my intention to go to a party is to break in my new shoes and eat yummy foods. I'm not going to be disappointed. Shoes broken in, food in my tummy. I'm happy. I don't care what anyone said, what they were doing, how mad. That's none of my business. It's none of my business. I'm good at this already. My husband always says I'm direct. In real life, I say less. Yep. And men love that. Men respond to the less words you use, the more direct you are, like easy. It's just, that's how I do it too. Just, it's like this is what I desire. You didn't do this, and I hate it when it's unnecessary information. This is what I want. Just grabbed one more bundle course with the discount. Love you for sharing. I'm learning so much. Thank you, babe. You are on a inner work journey. I see you, girl. I see you grabbing those courses. You are right. I once take tarot card consultation, and I was very straight to the point with my inquiries. And she told me that I liked it because most of the clients she had just talked too much. Most people talk too much. They talk too much and they say very little. It's just a lot of verbiage. Thank you, self-love. Thank you for being a member for 8 months, by the way, for $1 Million Babes membership. Mina, how do you interact with married men at parties so that their wives feel comfortable? Is your femininity different with them than with your husband? Well, yeah, because my husband is my husband. So he gets my sex kitten energy. They don't. That would be grossly inappropriate. Okay. They get a combination. Other men get it's my brother-in-law energy. Remember, I've taught this to you guys in my courses, that where you wear the shawl, the brother-in-law energy. It's a combination of mother energy and goddess energy. Now, don't get this wrong. Mother energy, not the way you guys think of mother. Mother energy is just the energy of self-acceptance, unconditional love. That's it. It's not nurturing. It's not, I'm going to spoon feed you. So it's, they don't get my sex kitten. The only person that gets my sex kitten energy is my husband. Or if I'm like messing around with my girlfriends, if like we're out or something and I'm just like being sexy or whatever, that's different. But my husband is the only one that gets that. What if energetically you can't attract good men? Do your inner work, babe. That's why we're here. We're doing our inner work. I couldn't do it. And then I did my inner work and then it happened, right? You do your inner work. You align your energy to what you desire. If you're out like just trying to have fun, what's that weird song? I'm not going to be able to remember it. Yeah. We're just here to party. We're not hurting anybody. I don't know, something like that. But anyways, if you show up at a party, trying to break in the new shoes, just took the tags off of a new dress, got your level up game on with your makeup, trying to eat their food, you don't care what anyone's saying. You're just there to party. Okay. You guys already know, like I'm extremely introverted. So if I'm leaving my house, okay, if I'm leaving my house, I'm there to have fun. You can't do anything without actually committing a crime, and then good luck handling my husband to get me to deal with your drama. You can't, because I've made that decision already. Is flirting on dates considered sex kitten energy? Yeah, you want to use a little bit of that sex kitten, but you know, within what you have decided from the modern dating course are your keys of entry. Yeah, that's sex kitten energy. Have fun. Mm-hmm. To speak again about making other people uncomfortable, I don't worry too much about, I mean, I'm not going to be inappropriate, but I don't worry about other women too much either, because the women that made me the most uncomfortable because they were very feminine actually started my inner work journey. So I'm not going to rob other women of that. I show up as I am, but obviously my sex kin energy is very precious. It's very sacred. It's for my husband. He's earned it. He's the only one that's earned it. Mina, can you explain in depth what you mean by money is being left on the table? Do you mean time plus energy equals money? I mean life force energy equals money. That's how the divine feminine creates, right? So yeah, life force energy is, what thoughts do you think? Where do you put your energy, right? And then all of that is related to your time. So yeah, absolutely. When you mind your own business, you're using all your energetic resources, your life force energy resources for yourself, for your family, for the decisions that you've made, right? Like here, I don't sit, like if I can't bill you, I'm not thinking about you. So if you want me to think about you, contact my assistant and make sure we have an email, we have a credit card on file. So that's the vibe that I want you guys to get into. How to stop blaming yourself for past mistakes. Do the 6-step process in the inner work, the basic babe bundle. If you're busy doing that process, you won't have time to go into the past. Boy, this is so true. The women that triggered me, including you, Mina, saved my life. Well, I'm happy to do it. I was like so livid at those women. I thought they were flirty. How dare they be flirty in front of my husband? how blah, blah. And then I asked one simple question because I could not get them out of my mind. And that was, why are you so triggered by them, Mina? And that started my journey. Favorite books to start building your financial literacy? Go to my Amazon store, which is linked in the description box. Let me check. Let me verify. Is it? Yes, my Amazon store is linked in the description box, and I have books in there on financial literacy. I don't like what does it mean type of questions. What are your desires? Tell me that, and let's go to that. What does it mean when he says that? I don't even care. I'm rotational dating and I'm meeting my guy. You can say whatever you mean. Okay. So keep it moving. Keep it moving. That's too much psychoanalyzing for any one guy when you're supposed to be dating multiple people to find your person. When I met you, I was so intimidated by such a goddess. Now it's all inspiration and love. Thank you, babe. I love you. So excited to start my Basic Babe course. Thank you, Mina. You're welcome, babe. Happy to have you. Yes, I've got you covered. You guys know I am the inner work queen. Like that is like my life's purpose here. I can't do excuses. I'm just like, okay, what are we solving? Where are we going? What are we solving for? Mina, how do you deal with attention from men in public places? I love it. It makes my husband see what a goddess I am, makes him chase me even more. Think of it this way. Your existence is inspiration for everyone. Okay. So if I walk out there and men are looking at me, they're being inspired to go build themselves up, go get a better job, go make more money. So then you can have this too, right? Someone like me. But if you want to get to that level, then stop staring and go do something about it. So consider yourself a service to humanity. Your existence is worthy of everyone looking and being inspired. Okay, then you get over it. I desire marriage. Would you state that on your dates and just wait till they step up to that? Follow my process in the modern dating course. But yes, I would not hide what I'm actually looking for. I was very honest that I'm looking for marriage because that's what I was looking for. I'm not about to get entangled into anything other than that. You once said you and your children celebrate or fun on payday. How can I do that? Any way you want to, girl. Okay, we do it in very obnoxious ways. So I'm kind of, I don't know if I should share. We're kind of obnoxious with stuff like that, but you can do it any way you want to. Okay. The five of us are best friends and we have our own really obnoxious language. Like it's almost embarrassing to share it with someone else, but we have our own language that we almost use. Okay. So words like moolah may be thrown around here. So yeah, have fun with it. Has your kindness ever been mistaken as sex kitten energy? I don't know because I'm not worried about what other people are thinking. I have no idea. Again, if I don't have their credit card on file that we can actually bill as a billable work, I'm not thinking about it. That's too much life force wasted. Your life force, as we've talked about in the hypnotic sex course, is used to keep your skin looking healthy. It's used to regenerate hair growth. It's used for your nails. It's used for your cells. It's used for healing any autoimmune issues that may be popping up, any cancers that may be popping up. So yeah, I don't mess around with that, girls. I don't mess around with that at all. Mm-mm. I have been upfront about wanting marriage and men are responding so well. Yeah, because there are people, you remember when I was on Tanya's channel, my friend Tanya? I think her last name is pronounced Lucilia, but I might be mispronouncing it. Tanya was asking me if I put on the interview on her channel, she said, I think the question was, if I put it on my profile, if I talk about marriage, won't I seem desperate? And my question is, yes, but is that a bad thing? So I was desperate to get married, and so was my husband, and so were the men in my rotation. Okay, but aren't you more likely to find someone that's loyal in that group? That doesn't mean desperate to marry you. No, you have to prove yourself still. And that actually puts that person even more on guard on wanting to chase you, because this is what's going through their mind. They're like, this woman is so open and upfront about marriage. She's openly saying she's desperate to get married, but she's not pushing me. She's still dating other people. She's not chasing me. Am I not marriage material? Right? It actually makes them chase you more. So I think a lot of these stories that we have in our head of what people are going to think is so messed up. One of the reasons that my husband and I are constantly working on our marriage, growing, like our romance, our sex, like everything gets better every year, is because we are two people that desperately wanted divine union. We weren't two people tiptoeing around it. We weren't two people pretending like we don't want it, but we really want it. No, we were two people that came in saying, this is something we desperately desire. The Spanish YouTuber, yes. Yep, Tanya. Mm-hmm. So I own my desires. So when I'm like half in, half out, I'm going to attract people that are half in, half out. That's what I've seen. And I don't think that my desires are something I need to be hiding, because I'm going to get them anyways. You don't have to be the one giving them to me, but I'm going to get them because I have a tab with God over there. Thank you, Universal Love. Thank you for the sticker, babe. I appreciate you. You hit the nail on the head for me. My life force energy is my beautiful skin, hair, nails. Yes. I have no problem with being selfish and minding my own business. Yep. Because they're not going to be bringing you expensive skin creams when you let yourself go thinking about them. Okay. They're not, you know, that saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. I think that's it, right? Did I say that right? So that, yeah. So don't even bother. It's the first time I buy your courses. Did I get the best one for me? Basic Babe to Self-Aware. I recommend everyone start there, especially if you're unsure, start there. You can't go wrong with that bundle. So you keep it moving forward. Keep it moving forward. Stay in your own lane. What do I need to be doing today, right now, with the preview that God has put in my heart? Yeah, less friends. Exactly. I let people deselect. The thing is that even having too many friends can sometimes, take this lightly, I'm hesitant about saying this on YouTube, but it can be poverty consciousness. When we as a species used to be in survival, when we didn't have a lot of resources, we depended on friends a lot. Okay. So if you're happy and you're self-validated and you're confident and you're manifesting the things you need to, you don't need as many friends. I have few friends, but they're good friends that I love hanging out with. They're not about the drama. They're not trying to drag me down. Like, it's just, I'm not available for that. Like I said, it's too expensive energetically. So I let those people go. They don't need me. They need people that can help, like on their same level. They need people that have hours of time available to sit around and listen to them bitch and whine and complain. I need to be billing someone. I don't have that kind of time. So you see, like, you need less, but they're like more solid. You see? I I love you so much, Bina. You've improved my lifestyle so much. How much time do you put into yourself without feeling like you're neglecting your partner? As much as I need to. I spend so as a family, we spend about 6-7 hours a day together. Okay. So that's a lot. If anything, I try to remember that they probably need their own time too. So spend as much as you need to. I have my own little goddess cave, which is my office and my dressing room. So I have, during the day, my husband's working right now from upstairs, like right above me is our master bedroom, and he's working over there. Right outside, look, we would walk through the living room, through the kitchen to the formal dining room has been officially converted as our schoolroom. And I've got 3 kiddos sitting over there schooling right now, right? So this is my time to do whatever. So during the day is my time, and I rest, I do my makeup, I listen to audiobooks, I watch whatever I want to watch, I play around with you guys, I coach clients, I create new ideas for coaching programs, I go get massages, I go shopping. Like this is my time because they're busy. If I go sit around trying to spend time with them right now, I would be derailing their progress. My husband needs to be working and my kids need to be doing their school. So you need to have your time. I feel ashamed to not have many friends because it seems like everyone has so many friends. Yeah, poverty consciousness needs a lot of friends because you may need to borrow sugar from someone. You may need 10 people just to vent to, right? What if that person is not available for today's drama? I need another person. They have a lot going on. They have a lot of fires they need to put up, a lot of drama. You need to gossip. So yeah, if you are in poverty consciousness, you need a lot of friends because you burn through them quickly too. Okay, I have a life of luxury. Like, what do I need to be calling people up and borrowing things? No, I don't need to do gossip. Like, do you see, like, why do I need a lot of friends? Do you see how that works? So I don't, yeah. Every successful, happy, blissful person I know has few very close friends. The friends that I do have, like I can hang out with them. I can also not talk to them for a whole year, call them. They're still conscious. I'm still conscious. There's no drama. When I stopped actively participating in my sister's complaining, she's starting to realize I'm not her therapist. Well played. Because you were actually keeping her from seeking real therapy, which she may need. So you are not qualified as a therapist unless you actually are, in which case bill them. Because when you bill them, there is a start of a session and an end of a session. And then that's done. You say your time is up and then it's done. I never thought of poverty consciousness like that. People I know that have loads of friends burn through them very quickly. Yeah, they're constantly venting and complaining. And some of them will up level. Some of them will get tired of it. Some of them will be like, this is too much, right? So you don't need as many. Okay. How to find a provider if online dating apps are just for hookups? So I found my husband on an online dating app. So I guess we hooked up good. So, I mean, that's a limiting belief, babe. Okay. Irfan's cousins are meeting people online and getting married, like seems like a couple times a year. So depends on what sites. So depends on your limiting beliefs. Wow, that makes so much sense. If you are living in abundance, you don't need friends to help you out. Wow, exactly. I can just go buy my sugar. Okay, I don't need, I can go to therapy. I don't need 10 people to vent to. Lily said, I guess we hooked up good. Mina, your past self from your digital courses is one of my few friends at the moment, and I'm loving it. Yeah, girl, because like friends can bring you down because most people these days, I hope this is changing, but most people these days are in their drama, in their lack of inner work, in their lower consciousness, in their poverty consciousness. And when you hook up with these people, you double up and triple up on your limiting beliefs. So they drop like flies when you start doing your inner work, and that's not a bad thing. Okay, we have two couple friends that we hang out with. Okay, one of them is our couple travel buddy. Okay, they're an older couple, their kids are grown, their grandparents. They are so like us, totally laid back. Everything's easy and fun, no drama when traveling. We travel with them. That you can't engage this couple into drama if you wanted to. They're not going to entangle with it. The husband's Pakistani, the wife is Colombian. They're just like the easiest people ever. We travel with them a lot. Okay, that's our travel partners. The other couple is Irfan's best friend of 20 years and his wife and their beautiful children. And we meet up with them once a month and we have, lunch or dinner with them or zoo trips or birthday parties. They are very easy. We celebrate them. They celebrate us. It gets to be very easy. Okay. Then I have my very, very handful of friends circle. Okay. They're throwing me my birthday party tomorrow. Super sweet, sweet girls. I hang out with them. We go to dinner. We laugh. We have fun. We eat good food. We celebrate each other's outfits and we talk about what we're working on. And that's it. Okay. Do I need more than that? No, any more than that will again take me away from you guys. It would be too much for my family, right? Like it's just, you don't need any. Like I can just buy my sugar and like I can hire a therapist if I need to vent. I really needed this today. Thank you. You're welcome, Daisy. Yeah, so don't bother. Just do your inner work and forget about all these rules. I feel like needing a bazillion friends is poverty consciousness. Okay. You have changed my way of thinking so much. I'm now in the end, the struggle life. Love every bit of your programs. Awesome. That's a good one. The 21 days to end the struggle. Yep. I needed this message. I've been down about friends. No, you don't need as many. And as you're doing your inner work, you'll get one or two, and those will be your ride or die, and you don't need anyone else. Trust me. Too many friends is too draining. When I started doing my inner work and up leveling, it was everyone else wanted to either bring me down or plug into me. And it's like, it's too much. I can't. And you have to think of it this way, right? Like my mom and dad were busy saving their friends and their family members while their children were literally like, I was being molested at home by random people they were bringing in, right? So the minute that I decided to have kids, I'm like, no, my life and my energy and my time, it prioritizes them first. So I don't have time for any kind of drama. Oh my God, I know I just stated this, but this video is definitely cosmic confirmation. Thank you, Mina. You're welcome. I love that, cosmic confirmation. My husband keeps toxic people in his life reliant on him so he's able to call in a favor when he needs it. Besides my own inner work and leveling up, how can I encourage him to stop doing this? You can't. So show him completely something different. So let me give you an example. We had situations like that too in our life. And first I was trying to get him to stop, but then I was just becoming like those other people. So now I'm just like them now. But when I leveled up and did my inner work and my vibe, my energy, everything shifted, he started noticing the contrast. He started noticing that when he shared the same news with someone else and then with me, he got two different reactions and he liked mine better. So it took a little bit, but he realized that he likes that calm, that up level, that you got it, not the entanglement. And so he stopped hanging out with those people. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Yes, this resonates so much. I'm so selective with who I give my energy to. It's almost problematic. That's how you need to be, girl. Because now you remember that video that I just did, assets versus liabilities? And my kids know I'm always like walking around and I might say something and I might say, Alina, asset or liability? I might throw her a total like scenario and she's like, asset, right? Or I might throw one at my kids, a scenario, asset or liability. Oh my God, mom, liability. Okay, so I'm doing that to you. Okay, when you're doing your inner work and your energy is changing and you're up leveling and you're manifesting differently and you're attracting differently. Okay, now all of a sudden these friends that want to vent and complain and call you all the time, and are they assets or liabilities? There you go. I'm throwing it at you. Answer back. I'm always throwing these kind of things at my kids to give them scenarios of what is asset and what's a liability. Because now you've become an asset, and therefore some people in your life are becoming liabilities to you. Sorry, but this is, this is life. So that may not sound so loving or whatever, but the minute that I decided to become a mother, I had to change my priorities, because if I don't, I'm not breaking that generational curse. How to eliminate drama if it comes from husband's family? Don't entangle with it. See it, observe it, don't entangle with it. So let's say someone calls me and then say, drama, 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 drama. Well, it was nice talking to you. So nice catching up. Bye. Drama dead. However, if I hang up and say, oh my God, she's so much drama, let me call so-and-so to tell her. Oh my God, you're not going to believe what so-and-so said. Now I'm drama. Now I'm drama, right? So when drama comes to me, it dies, because I will not go and tell another person. I won't go post it on Facebook. I won't go tell my husband. I won't go call up my friends. So it dies when it comes into my field. Okay. I'm the, what's that called? I'm the drama purifier. It dies when it comes here. It doesn't enter my field. Do you see how that works? But the minute you go and you tell another person, girl, you are drama now. You are drama. That's how you kill drama. So you go to your in-laws, okay, and they're drama, and you're breaking in your shoes and you're listening. Can I have some seconds? You're eating your food, okay? You walk out of there, nice seeing you, drama dead, because you didn't take it with you. You see? What if family entangles him in the drama? None of my business. None of my business. I stay in my own lane. Eventually, what will happen in that situation is they will see that it's way more fun to be with you when you're not drama. The problem is typically when a partner has a lot of drama in his family, he attracts a wife that also brings him drama, because that's what he's comfortable with. So he's like, ooh, drama here, drama here, drama here, drama here. If you stop entangling, and then he'll keep going there to get his fix, eventually it's going to be like, this isn't so fun. This here is yummy. And while I'm here doing this, what is she up to? It's like, she's so yummy. Someone else probably wants her. Let me spend more time with her. Then he'll stop answering their calls and going over there less. But it takes work. It takes inner work on your part. So when it hits you, it should die off, because you're taking it to your grave. Like, you're not going to share it to anyone else. So then you can't be entangled in drama. You absolutely cannot be entangled into it. Welcome to the $1 Million Babes membership, Jasmina. Every Friday, I post a embodiment practice, a journaling prompt, like some kind of inner work stuff every Friday. Okay. So deal with it tactfully. There's always a tactful way to deal with it. So ladies, this was so fun. I want to mention quickly that last day, today is the last day to get the 22% off Rich Babe code. It expires today, but it's going to be a little bit different depending on your time zone. If you put the code in and it's still working, it's working. It's programmed to stop working after it expires automatically. Okay. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. The code is Rich Babe, and there is a drop-down menu to enter it when you're checking out. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one, babes. Bye. Awesome, Nini. Congrats.